Love. How do we find it? How do we maintain it? What does it mean to truly love someone anyways? If you have ever asked yourself any of these questions, then this is the podcast for you.
Hello and welcome to the introductory episode of the Loveology podcast. Woo woo! Woo woo! Woo woo! Hey!
Yes.
What's
we
up,
are
babe?
finally doing it. This is our first episode, the introductory episode.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling happy, excited.
Happy, joy.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm glad to be here.
Yes, I'm happy to be here too. I'm happy to be talking about love, the best thing in the world.
Life, fun.
Yes. But before we do that, we need to introduce ourselves to the good people, right?
I guess so.
Okay, so let's jump right in. So I'm Ashley.
Okay, and I'm Jason.
So the first thing we want to say is that we are not marriage counselors.
No, not by a long shot.
Not at all. Even though I did consider that profession, no, we're not marriage counselors. We're just everyday people. We're not famous, you know.
I think I'm a little famous, a little bit.
How are you famous?
Well, you know, on Facebook, I got a lot of friends. I got a lot of friends on Facebook.
No,
about 80% of them I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that counts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you need to have above 3,000 friends to be famous.
All right.
Anyways, so we're also both military veterans.
Who, huh?
I was in the Navy.
And I was in the Air Force.
More like the chair force.
Whatever.
You know, I did better in the Navy. I outranked him.
Yeah. Only because in the Air Force, we have to compete with a lot of intelligent individuals. Unlike the Navy, so many people are trying to get out. They just give rank away.
Okay.
You know? 3 tours of Iraq, though.
Yeah.
Highly decorated.
This is a decorated war veteran, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Air medals.
Okay.
All that.
Yeah.
What about your...
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
You want to tell us a little bit about your...
I was deployed.
Okay.
I'm a decorated war veteran, too.
War? Hold up. I don't know if playing on sand dunes and all that good stuff is considered war.
Okay, well, whatever. Guys, you'll learn more about our time in the military as time goes on. Moving on, we've been married since 2012.
2012, baby.
Yes.
You should go check out that proposal video that I saw on YouTube. We're going to put it on our website.
Sure.
She was totally surprised, but whatever.
Okay. And I just need to go ahead and say, if you're hearing a country accent, that is because we are both from the South.
We from the South, baby.
From the dirty, dirty South.
Dirty.
But now we reside in Los Angeles.
Yes, we are here now. Let's go, baby.
And lastly, we love each other very deeply.
To the deepest waters that you can ever think of.
Okay, so why did we start this podcast? Why did we start this podcast?
We're bored, I guess.
Bored? Well, I think it's because we had a pretty good relationship and we just really want to help people.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we've been through a lot in the few years that we've been married.
Mm.
And, you know, I just think these experiences have taught us a lot and we can actually help out a lot of people. So what have we been through?
You know, typical stuff, you know, leaving a lot of cheese wrappers on the floor.
Cheese wrappers.
You know, a lot of, you know, that's a lot going on there.
Okay.
And y'all get very frustrated when we, you know, leave the toilet seat up. So I've been through a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah.
Which that should be like a whole episode of why do y'all trip about leaving the toilet seat up so bad?
We can do an episode about that. I think a lot of people would have a lot to say about that, actually.
I mean, y'all just close your eyes and just back up and just fall in. I'm going to fall in.
No, I told you, when we got to get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, I'm not looking to see if the toilet seat is up. And so...
But if the whole toilet seat was down, even the lid, You will raise that up
Why would the lid be down though?
because of a toilet. Lid's supposed to be down.
Okay, anyways, let me just tell you some of the stuff that we've gone through. We've done a long distance relationship.
Yeah, we have.
We went through a deployment, my deployment.
And it sucked being a military spouse and your wife is, can't talk to you because of, what you call it, River City, what y'all call it? You not supposed to say that?
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Okay.
It's all good.
Okay, see, she's top secret. Jesus. You out of the military. It's over. Like,
Well, no, I can't talk about certain things. Sorry.
okay, whatever.
All right.
I had my top security clearance.
No, you had
top secret.
You had secret.
Top secret.
I had top secret. You had secret.
You didn't know because it was top secret.
Whatever. Anyways, going back to some of the stuff we've been through, we moved from coast to coast. Moving is difficult. We moved
Shout out to
from
Hampton
Virginia-
Roads.
Yeah, the DMV.
Yeah, shout out to all of y'all up over there. Y'all y'all took care of us. Y'all real family up there.
Yeah. So we moved from Virginia to Cali. We have 2 beautiful children.
Yes.
So going through pregnancies, that was fun, wasn't it?
No. All my men out there, if you haven't been through pregnancy yet, just understand whatever is going on, they get a pass on everything. It'll help you out in the long run.
So there'll definitely be some episodes about that, about, going through pregnancies and men not complaining about anything because
they're going through a lot.
Yes.
And once I saw my wife go through labor, I understand why they call it labor because it's hard work. How many hours did you do?
First time, 22 hours.
22 hours.
What? The second time, how much? It was like 8 hours or something like that?
I don't know, but both times I fell asleep. I couldn't stay up. I mean, what can I do? She's hollering every time a contraction happens. What I'm supposed to do? I couldn't stay up. I was tired. Sorry.
Y'all see what I deal with?
But
okay.
I love my wife, though.
I love you too, honey. So, we've worked very hard jobs and we've done a lot of traveling together. So, we've done a lot. We've done a lot. And I think we have a lot of knowledge based on our experiences. And I think we can really help some people.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
And so, that's what life is about, right? Sharing knowledge with others.
Correct.
Once you've learned.
Correct.
And then we just thought it'd be a lot of fun to do this.
I agree.
Okay, so what can we expect from the podcast? Our real life experiences and what we've learned. We will also be interviewing our friends about their relationships.
Get ready.
Yes.
Get ready. If you listen to this podcast and you have an interesting relationship, get ready to get on the show.
We've already got, quite a few couples lined up, and we just can't wait to interview them and for you to hear some of the things that they went through.
Can we give up some, maybe some quick spoilers of some?
Yeah, sure. Let's hit on some of the topics that we might be talking about.
Well, I know blended families is a topic.
Yeah, I heard somewhere that blended families make up more than
regular families, if you want to call us regular. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, the people that's been married once and, have children together in that relationship.
Yeah, I call them regular families.
Okay.
Whatever. So I think that'd be a good episode.
Yeah.
What else? What other episodes we have?
We're going to be talking about gender roles.
Okay.
What?
Who wears the pants around the house?
No, just.
Not like that.
I mean, I guess if you want to see it like that. I don't know. We're just basically, talking about who does what and,
who take out the trash.
Yeah, I guess.
That's gender roles, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we have friends of the opposite sex? That's another episode.
That's a good episode to talk about.
Yeah.
Get ready to really dive on into these type of topics. We're going all the way deep with it.
Yeah. Finances, one of the leading causes of divorce.
Yeah, man, you got to have some money out here, basically. If you don't have money, they're going to leave you.
What are you talking about? No, I was with him when he was broke. Okay.
Oh, wow. I guess was I broke in 2012?
No, but
I guess I didn't
when we
have.
started dating.
Oh, yeah. I put gas in your car when you came from Little Rock to Memphis.
Yes.
I filled up your tank.
You did that. That was to be expected.
I thought you was excited about that.
What?
When I filled up your tank.
I was excited, but I expected also.
Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't have came if there was no talk of gas. So yeah. So, and then, we just want to have some fun. We want to have some fun on this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
That's the plan. And so we thought it'd be a good idea for you guys to get to know us a little bit more. We have a funny story about the beginning of our relationship, when our relationship took a turn.
Yeah.
For yes, we're actually gonna start dating.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they have to know that we're from a small town, so we knew each other. Population, at the time it's maybe 4,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's down to 2,500 because people are leaving. But
yeah,
but yeah, from a small town, and we knew each other. We knew each other's families. We knew each other's tendencies. I guess we knew each other's character.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew Ashley was a good girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just, I was a kind of a jock. I wasn't ready to really take on a serious relationship. And
first of all, I was studying him. It
was kind of popular.
I had a crush on somebody else, not him.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. But
yeah.
But yeah. So I was
real, recognize real, basically.
Okay. I was a goody two shoes, lame by a lot of people's standards. Very smart, very, very quiet, just that nerdy, typical shy girl. But somehow I became popular. I played basketball and I became pretty good at that. So I became popular. But yeah, that's kind of the little backstory on us and our personalities when we were in high school. And so I guess when we became grown, Jason saw me out, one time, and I guess he decided he wanted to talk to me on another level.
Well, I've seen you out a few times, and remember we went to, was it First Fridays? It was a party. You was wearing purple.
Yeah, it was purple night or something.
Yeah,
everybody was wearing purple.
Yeah, and I saw her, and I was like, I was a little, inebriated, and I was my eyes started to wiggle for her, but I was still in the military at the time. I was still in the Air Force, and I just traveled. I mean, I was always in Iraq. I was in Iraq more than I was in the States, so I just wasn't ready to put somebody else through the separation of love at this time, So I just I can see something in her, but I'm gonna let her live. I don't want to put her through any heartbreak at this point. I think that's what that was.
Okay.
So the second time the last time I saw you out was when? Talk to me.
The last time you saw me out.
You said I saw you out and I started to, I guess, notice you more.
Yeah, that night, the purple night.
Oh, that was that night?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So anyways, what year was this? 2011?
I want to say 2009 or 10 or something.
No. I'm talking about when we went to Atlanta.
Oh, ATL, shouty. I think we was bringing in the new year of
2011?
2010?
Okay, well,
whatever.
I guess it's not important. But anyways, so I had a very good friend that lived in Atlanta, and I decided to go visit her for the New Year's. Jason and his friends, a.k.a. the Wolf Pack. Is that what you guys call each other?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Wolf Pack. They were going to Atlanta, too, to kick it New Year's.
To bring it in strong.
Yeah. So at this point, Jason is pursuing me. I'm not really, I'm kind of ignoring his text messages.
Define pursuing me.
You were calling me, texting me, trying to take me out. And I was like, Nah.
Yeah, she was a little. She was. Oh, I'm kind of busy cooking. Like, come on. So yeah, you was kind of giving me the cold shoulder.
Well, let me explain my mindset.
Okay.
At this point, I had my heart broken twice, just ripped out of my chest and stomped on twice.
We all had our heart broken.
Right. And so I had just I had signed up to join the Navy, and I was in the DEP program, a delayed entry program. So I had to wait. So I'm signed up to go to the Navy, and I'm just waiting to go to boot camp. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My mindset is I'm not trying to talk to nobody.
Right.
I'm going to the Navy. I'm not trying to talk to anybody. And so, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I just don't want to talk to anybody on that level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's what my mindset was. So that's why, I'm giving everybody the cold shoulder.
Okay.
Right.
So how did I creep through there?
Well, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So,
called having a juice.
Okay. And so I'm just trying to go to Atlanta and have a good time, but because Jason is pursuing me and my friend lived in Atlanta, she was actually in Arkansas visiting her family for the holidays. And so I decided to ride to Atlanta with her, but I was supposed to come back to Arkansas with Jason and his friends. And so that was the arrangement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we get to Atlanta. First of all, I think me and my friend, we went to an Usher concert. We went to an Usher concert, and then we left the concert and drove to Atlanta. So, we were tired, basically, right? So this was the night before New Year's Eve. We get to Atlanta. Jason calls me. Him and his friends are already in Atlanta.
Turned up.
Yes. He calls me and asks me, hey, what y'all doing tonight?
What y'all got going on?
Y'all going out? And I was like, no, I'm really tired. Like, no, we're going to go out tomorrow night.
Some more of that cold shoulder pie that she's serving me up.
No, we were tired. We had been screaming at Usher.
Sound good.
And his dancers and Trey Songz. Okay. We had been at that concert, and now we had driven to Atlanta, which is what, 8 hours? 7 hours?
No, it's really probably from Memphis, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, we tired. We ain't going out. Right? Yeah. Okay. So then what happened after you got off the phone with me?
Well, first of all, while you was at your Usher concert, we was in, we decided to do something in Memphis, and we hung out, had a really good time. And on our way to Atlanta, one of my good friends just really couldn't hold down the food he ate. So we had an eventful drive to Atlanta ourselves. He was throwing up in the back seat of the car.
Oh, I don't think you ever told me this.
It was funny. He was like really couldn't stop throwing up. It was pretty bad.
Oh, okay.
But so we already had an awesome time on our way to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So
throwing up is awesome.
Well, but it was funny, because he sometimes can't, he just doesn't know when to stop drinking, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, so yeah, I got off the phone with you, and so I just, told the fellas, hey man, let's turn up. We about to go out tonight and have a good time. So we're drinking and listening to music and getting ready to go to this spot. Now, Atlanta is a place we go to often, so we have a lot of friends and stuff.
You used to go to?
Yeah. We go there all the time. So they wanted us to go to this spot we never been to before. So it was like, hey, why not? Let's go. So we end up going to the spot and had a good time, and we drinking and dancing, and lo and behold, guess who walks through the door? Who?
I don't know.
Knew you. She, Ashley, and her friend and two other dudes walked through the door. So now my friend's looking at me like, oh, she played you, blah, blah, blah. So,
I really, this is small, but I think we were already there and you walked through the door.
No, we was there and you was inebriated yourself. So I felt the need. I had to protect her because she's from hometown. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure she's solid.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. So what did you think when you saw me? I don't think I walked through the door. I think that you walked through the door.
No, either way it goes, she said that she wasn't going out anywhere. Either way it goes, she said that she was going to sleep, and then an hour later, I see her in this club.
No, it was not an hour later.
Well, it seemed like it.
So let me tell you what happened. What happened was, what had happened was after I got off the phone with you, my friend received a call from a guy that she had met in the club the weekend before that, previous to that. And he wanted to see her. He wanted to see her, badly. He had stayed in town just to see her again. And she was like, my friend here. I think
he missed his flight and everything, didn't he?
I think he changed his flight. Yeah.
Craziness.
And so, yeah, he was like, he wanted to see her again. And so, she was like, well, my friend is here. I can't really leave her like that, basically. And he was like, well, you know what? I got a homeboy, that can keep her company. Mm-hmm. And my friend really wanted to see this guy. They had a great time the weekend before. And so I was like, I'm chilling, right? I'm the type of personality. I can talk to anybody. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can talk to you. It's okay. I'll take one for the team. I'll go out if you really want to see this guy. So that's what we did. I changed my mind. Yeah. That's what I did. I changed my mind. All this transpired after I told you that we were not going to go out.
So her brother couldn't get a text message and say, hey, man, we decided to go out.
Well, we were just supposed to go to a bar for drinks, which is what we did. Yeah. We went to a bar for drinks, and then what happened?
And, you got drunk. That's what.
This guy was actually, handsome. He was 6'4". You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He was 6'4". We was really talking. He opened up the doors, opened up car doors.
Yeah, he trying to do everything, every trick in the book.
He's a gentleman. We actually vibing. We was having good conversation, and both of them was having a good time. We was all having a good time, and they said, "Hey, y'all want to go to another spot?" It's yeah, we do want to go to another spot, and that's what we did. And out of all the clubs
in Atlanta, we ended up being at the same spot.
We ended up being in the same spot.
Look at God. So at this point, I got to kind of, save face a little bit because I'm looking kind of whack in front of my friends after a hometown girl gave me the cold shoulder and quote unquote lied to me, which she claimed she didn't.
No, I changed my mind. If this was a man, this would be no question. Mm-hmm. I changed my mind. Okay? So I did not lie. I did not know that I was going to go out. It happened after I called you. Why would I call you to tell you that I'm going to the club with another dude?
I don't know.
And we wasn't together. We hadn't even went on a date yet.
Well, I guess I knew you was mine. So at that point, I knew she was mine. That's a way, a few ways to get to a man's heart is food, laughter, and sometimes jealousy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think anybody else would have just been like, this girl just lied to me. But no, not my husband. He was challenge.
Definitely. This big, tall, Tim Duncan looking dude. And just, I see the moves that he putting on her, and she's just falling for it. So I gotta step in. Nah, bro, you're not finna just do Ashley any type of way. Dancing, and that's another thing. We don't dance like she was dancing from our hometown. She was really breaking it down on this dude. Man, what's going on? Where did she get those moves from? She, that's nerdy girl. She's smart.
Well, like I said, some time had passed, and
I couldn't believe my eyes.
From the time that I was in high school to the time that this situation happened. I've already graduated from college and everything. And, I've started partying when I was in college. So I learned a few moves.
I guess so.
While I was in college. But he was not ready. He didn't know.
No.
He hadn't seen me
Never seen
way.
that. Never seen it drop it like it's hot. Never seen that.
First of all, it was still PG-13.
Yeah.
It's not no.
Yeah, but still, for you though, that's crazy. So I said, oh no. So at this point, I'm standing across the club, and I'm giving him the mean mug, is what we call it. I'm staring him down. Now, mind you, this dude is big, tall basketball player, dude. I'm about 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm staring him down. He's little. I can see the fear in his eye. He looked away. You can't, when another man staring you down and you going after a woman, you can't look away. You got to stare him down back. We in a nicer club, so ain't nobody going to fight or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, I saw him break. That's when Mike Tyson knew he had you. You look away. So that's what happened. He looked away. And what did he tell you? You told me he told you something.
Yeah, he actually asked me who you were. He said he didn't like you. And he didn't tell me
because
why.
I was fly.
No, because you was mean mugging him, and he wouldn't tell me that you were mean mugging him, but he just said he didn't like you. And then later on, I found out why, because you mean mugging the guy. And I really do. I still feel bad about
About what?
About cutting him off the way that I did. I didn't explain, you know what I mean?
He'll be all right. So hey, brother, if you're listening, it's okay. She let you go. It's all right.
No, I just didn't do it right.
Well, do it right. Do it right now. He's listening.
Okay, if you ever hear this, you know who you are. I'm sorry for the way that that I just didn't approach it right, and I apologize.
Okay, well, I'm sorry for me mugging you, but we was destined to be together.
And this is serious. You playing?
I'm just saying, I am sorry for me mugging. I could have handled that situation a lot better. We could have sat down like gentlemen. I could have, I said, hey, I could have did something different, but it came out. Chicago Street came out. I'm sorry.
Well, yes, he knows who he is. So if he ever hears this episode, yes, I should have did a better job. And so we'll, another learned experience, and we can talk about that.
That's another episode.
Later. So I guess after that, your friends gave you a hard time for a long time about the fact that I lied, supposedly.
Yeah, that's how guys do it. That's how we do it, man. We just give each other a hard time. It is what it is. But the next day, wasn't the absolute next day I took you out on the date?
Yeah.
Come on, let's get this date going.
Yeah, I went to lunch. Mm-hmm. And then he did something so nice, but he has never done it again. We were sitting in a restaurant. We were sitting in the restaurant, and there was a game on. So my back was to the TV, so he could see the TV. He was facing the TV, and my back was to the TV. And he says to me,
"Was it a football game?
I don't know, some sort of game.
ESPN, basketball, football, something."
Yes, and so he says to me, can we trade places? And I was like, why? Sure, but why? I don't want to be distracted by the game. I was like, oh, that is so considerate.
It's the first date. You gotta lay it on thick.
Yes, and ask me, does he ever say that to me ever now? Yes. It's like, no, can I sit there so I can watch the game?
No.
That's the way that it is now.
No, baby. You know I love you.
And I didn't know it at the time, but that really stuck with me because apparently one of my love languages is quality time. Mm-hmm. And we'll talk about love languages later on in this in these podcasts. So
I guess that's what turned me up a little bit, because one of my love languages is physical touch. Mm-hmm. And I saw you physically touching him by dancing on him.
I think you're giving everybody the wrong impression of how I was dancing.
Well, it was okay. Y'all gotta understand, Ashley, I've never seen her dance before. Even a little twist, I do the twist. I never even seen her do any type of dance. So the fact that she would talk to some other guy, much less dance with him with her bottom, she was shaking it.
Yes, I was.
So yeah,
but I wasn't like,
you wasn't,
Like tip drill.
Yeah, nah, it wasn't rated R. But for me, it just shocked me because I never seen you do anything like that. I didn't know you was capable of doing anything like that.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah, I understand. And that really shocked you a lot. I mean, some of my nicknames are Old Lady and and Mother Teresa. Been called Mother Teresa before multiple times.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and so that was kind of like what is the word I'm looking for? Not catalyst, but that was a strong push for you to start pursuing me heavily. So
right. Yeah. If anybody know me,
overdrive.
Yeah, if anybody know me, once I lock on to anything, I don't care what it is. Once I lock on to it, I get I think my wife said obsessed. So it's like if I'm learning something or if I'm doing something, I'm locked in. So Ashley at that point became like the number one goal, and I went after her with all my heart.
Yeah.
I got her.
He got me. Yeah.
You sound like you're in prison.
He locked me down.
Dang. Guess it's marriage.
Oh no, I'm so happy that I am. I'm just like one of the luckiest girls in the world for sure.
You sure right about that. I almost said something else.
Oh goodness. So yeah, that was our funny story. I hope it was funny to y'all. What else? Is that it? Like, what else should we tell? This is going to be short and sweet because it's the introductory episode.
It is the introductory episode.
So is there anything else we should tell them about us? We didn't say how old our kids are.
Well, we have, a 4-month-old.
Yes.
And he is so precious.
Yeah.
He's breastfeeding and, occupying some space that he needs to give back.
And he's going to keep him as long as need be.
Time for him to eat solids. We tried to give him some solids last night. Kind of spit it out. So he's not ready. So it's probably another month or so, maybe like 2 weeks. I don't know. Then we have a 4-year-old little girl. She's awesome.
Yeah.
She's a character, just like her dad. Mm-hmm. Sometimes too much. I guess what else I was gonna talk about as far as it was something else that happened. I can't remember now. I guess we should have had that wrote out, but whatever.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you don't feel like there's anything people need to know about us, they got a good idea of who we are, what we're like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I really appreciate everybody, supporting us. I know we've been talking about this for a while. We're going to have a lot of great topics. And be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We will have a YouTube page up. We have we have an awesome store on loveologypodcast.com. You can check that out. You can support us. We have some good quality stuff. Check it out.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, so that concludes our first episode.
Woo, 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 woo.
Oh, sorry. We're going to be releasing new episodes every Monday.
Every Monday. Get ready. So we're going to make your Mondays worthwhile.
Yeah. We want you to be happy. We want to talk about serious topics, but we want to have some fun doing it. Because that's one of the, I'm jumping ahead, but that's one of the things that, I've learned about being in a relationship is just, it's so many arguments that we've had in the past, and now we can just look back and laugh on it.
Yeah.
You got to learn how to laugh at yourself and have some fun.
And hopefully your partner doesn't get mad again over it,
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I was going to say, you know what? Another thing that kind of helped me secure the deal on you was the fact that I supported you going to the Navy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people, a lot of civilians, they don't understand the sacrifice that's within, And so since I did the Air Force already, I was out at the time. Mm-hmm. She thought that was going to scare me away, I guess. I don't know. I was going to detour you. What you think?
No.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, go for it. I'm all for it. And really, I've been all for it ever since.
Yeah, everything that I've wanted to do, you've been very supportive.
Yeah, that's why we in LA, because my wife wanted to get her master's in documentary film.
Yes, I have.
And I said, let's do it.
Yeah.
What you gonna do, Jason? Don't worry about me. I'm a hustler, baby. We're gonna make it one way or the other.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely persistence was one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew that I had, I was gonna be a pretty tough nut to
Tough
crack,
cookie.
I guess.
What you say? You said Jesus had to come down and tell you.
Yes, I said I'm not fooling with nobody else until Jesus step out of heaven and let me know that that's the one, because they trying to take me out here. These men trying to take me out.
Did Jesus come down and tell you that I was the one for you?
Well, I made a list, which we can talk about in another episode, but I made a list of like all the qualities that I wanted in a man, and persistence was one of them. So that I knew that whoever I decided to date would have to be persistent because of what I had gone through, and you just couldn't get me without being persistent. It just wasn't going to happen.
Had to happen. Because she curved me so many times. But hey, I'm like a telemarketer. I'm going to keep calling. You got to tell me no.
Yes.
And a few times.
and one thing on the top of the list was you had to be supportive of what I was doing before you got here, because I changed my plans for a man a couple of times, and it didn't work out. So I said, no, I'm not changing my plans no more.
And you really haven't changed any of your plans. I
haven't had to change not one plan.
One plan.
I just go on with whatever I want to do, and you like, yes, babe, let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And so far we've been
doing good.
We've done pretty well.
Yeah. So I think those were the top two things. But yeah, for sure being supportive of me going to the Navy was a big deal. Right. If you were not supportive, I would have been like, okay, bye. But
I'm like, let's go. Go for it, baby.
Yeah.
All for it.
I appreciate you.
Love you, babe.
I love you too. You've been listening to the Loveology podcast. Did you have fun with us today? Tell a friend about our show. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to keep the conversation going. Be sure to subscribe so you'll never miss an episode. Visit us at loveologypodcast.com. Thanks for listening. Until next time, Loveologists.